I'm Matt Lewis with MLF Legal, and this is episode 37 of our series on general workers' compensation issues. And today we're going to talk about causation letters. So 2 weeks ago, we discussed extent of injury disputes, those cases and how they're handled, and talked about how in a contested case hearing, you have to prove what your injuries are and how they were caused. And proving how an injury was caused is usually done in a causation letter. A causation letter is a report or a letter written by a doctor explaining the science behind how the exact accident you had caused the exact injuries you have. It's how you prove your significant injuries like a meniscus tear or a cervical disc protrusion were caused by your work accident. The perfect causation letter has several ingredients. First, there must be a clear diagnosis based on a clinical examination, a review of the medical records, and the medical testing. Second, the doctor must demonstrate an understanding of the accident. That's important because the third thing that must be in a letter is a discussion about the forces involved in the accident and how those forces resulted in your injury. For instance, falling forward onto your arm might explain a broken arm, but not necessarily a rotator cuff tear. The rotational force from twisting with a description about how you wrenched your shoulder after you caught yourself on the railing is good evidence of the cause of a rotator cuff tear. And the last thing a causation letter should do is rule out other potential causes. Insurance companies like to say that everything is degenerative in nature and just due to old age. And the doctor needs to be able to explain how the injuries you have are traumatic or they were aggravated by the traumatic event and they're not just a function of you getting older. The doctor should indicate that her opinions were given within a reasonable degree of medical probability. That's just legal jargon that says that her opinion is consistent with the science. Follow the science. That'll give you a good causation letter and a good chance to win your extent of injury dispute. Remember to always work safe, but if an accident happens, call MLF Legal.